Hey guys and girls, this is the fearless known by the name of Man of Fury, aka the underdog from the ground. Back again, this time with a double review of One Piece manga chapters 899 and of course that legendary One Piece manga chapter 900. Let y'all know, spoilers will be told, so please proceed at your own risk. On that note, let's go. Alright, let's jump right into manga chapter 899. I want to talk about the whole Peril Sparrow Capone situation when they dropped the kickoff. And as we see, Capone's ship, the Los Castillos, is done. So basically, to protect his wife, his kid, and his crew, he's basically dropped the kickoff of Puff Island and basically saying whatever happens, happens. As long as they give a chance to let the Straw Hats escape. Because Chiffon owes the Straw Hats for everything they did so far. So once Capone drops the cake, we do get a line from Capone when he says, if the Straw Hats still get killed after everything he did, he's going to be pissed off. Which is a little bit of a comedy sketch that I appreciate. It also explains how much hatred he still has for Straw Hat. Because I know there's some theories saying that there's a possibility that Capone would join the crew as like a Grand Fleet member. But basically, I don't see that. I think Capone, if he do go to Wano, he might have to because, like I said, his ship is destroyed, and he don't have no other choice unless he find another way to go about his separate way. Maybe still a member of Big Mom's cruise ship or something like that. But as far as right now, Capone and Luffy's basically like tied to the hip. But going back to Peril Sparrow, we see that Peril Sparrow is basically considerably weaker because of the fact that while he was following Big Mom around, he never got treatment for his arm. Because of that, he don't have the same power level or threat of damage or danger that he normally has. It's a possibility that might come to play in the future if something else happens, because of the fact that him being weak, that he can't really attack or defend like he normally do. But when he contacts Mondor and tells him about the situation, he mentions three possible outcomes. He mentions one, Big Mom eats the cake, she dies because of the poison in it, they believe. Two, the poison nasty, the cake's nasty, she's still going to rampage. And three, the miracle happens, eat the cake, it's good, everything's back to normal. And when that happens, everybody start panicking, especially the citizens of the Topland. And that leads me to a whole nother thing I want to quickly discuss. When we see the citizens of the Topland talk about Big Mom, her rampage, we finally get the explanation of why the citizens of Topland basically gives away like 1/3 of their lifespan to stay in Big Mom's territory of Topland. We find out it's basically because of protection. As we've seen with Fisherman Island, because they discriminated against and because the Gorosei and the world government sells mermaids for slaves, so they became allies of Big Mom because they wanted protection to the world government and the Gorosei. And the same thing applies here as far as with the people of Topland. If you think about it, imagine being an immigrant from like a war-torn country, right? And you want to be safe. You want your family to be safe. You want to come over and start fresh somewhere, but where are you going to go? In the same way, immigrants come here to the United States because we're one of the major superpowers. They probably thinking we can come here, start over, start fresh, have a chance to build the American dream, quote unquote. And our kids can go to a good school and start over and succeed and carry on the tradition of will to carry on for their descendants in the future. And as far as that, if we consider that in the One Piece situation, it's the same way. These people probably went to Topland because they want protection because some of them might be rare species that might be sold as slaves, or they probably have kids they want to be safe and protected so they can live their dreams as far as the kids and themselves. So they probably like, why not? Let's go here, go to Topland. Big Mom's in Yonko. She's so OP, nobody can mess with her. Let's start our life. Let's start our dreams. But now the fact that Big Mom's going on a rampage, they freaking out because of the fact that not only Big Mom could kill them all and destroy everything they build up so far, but where are they going to go next? Who's going to protect them from the Gorosei or the Celestial Dragons if they want to sell everybody or the world government? So that's why I believe when we see the panels of the citizens freaking out, that's why they right now they unsure about what's going to happen next. They worry about their family, their friends, their kids. We went from a peaceful time in Totland under the protection of a Yonko, who I probably believe is probably the strongest or the second strongest next to Kaido, to now certainly basically being by themselves defenseless. But that's just my thoughts. Let me know what y'all think about how the citizens' reaction is in the comment section below. Do y'all agree or disagree? Also, another question I want to quickly discuss. I want everybody to leave an opinion in the comment section below. What do y'all think is going to happen when Big Mom eats the cake? Do you think that she'll basically be back to normal and she will continue to try to take out the Straw Hats? Or do y'all think she's going to basically give the Straw Hats a free pass this time? Like some of the speculations and theories came out like since the beginning of Whole Cake from like main theorists like Joy Boy saying that once Big Mom eat the cake, she might let them escape or let them go free because she realizes the cake was so delicious. I heard that speculation on Joy Boy and many other theorists. So I disagree with that completely. I think something might else happen. But as far as that, what do y'all think is going to happen as far as once she eat the cake? You think she's going to forgive and forgive? I mean, forget and forgive and just let the Straw Hats pass through? Or you think the cake might trigger some type of memories? Like back to her childhood? That's another thing I think. But let me know in the comment sections below and we can discuss it. All right, let's go ahead and talk about the whole Luffy, Sanji, and Judge conversation. And when we see Sanji and Judge give each other that death stare, when they both see each other on the boat, we can still see it's a whole bunch of animosity still there. We already know the reason why it's there for Sanji, but for Judge, I'm still trying to figure out why is it still so much hatred towards his own son. I can understand the fact because he even said to Luffy the fact that he can't use his skin as a shield. He was weak, but you've seen your son use so many feats since then. You've seen your son fought you one on one. If it wasn't for you using a dirty trick, Sanji would basically kick Judge ass. And Judge, on the second occasion, seen how strong he was when he fought Niji. When we found out that Niji basically beat up the cook, and before that, when he threw the food on the ground, we seen them scuffle before. So Judge should have a better idea of how stronger Sanji was, and especially throughout the rest of the arc after the wedding ceremony, all the feats Sanji did, far as basically uses fire to get them out the candy wall from Pero Sparrow when they were stuck at the table, and then seeing him basically infiltrate Whole Cake far as Keiko Island to save Luffy before the German came in. So you trying to tell me the Judge didn't see that or found out about that already before the rest of the German came in to assist Sanji? So Judge was aware of these feats, but for him to still have the animosity of calling Sanji a weakling, that's still strange to me, and I don't understand why is that. The one possibility is because the fact that it's his pride, which that's understandable because we see that Judge is like a hard-headed fool sometimes, even with his creation of his own sons, knowing the risks. But I believe that it has to be something there, but I'm not quite sure what it could be. So in the comment section below, Let me know why y'all think Judge still had this type of animosity against his son. All right. The most interesting topic I want to talk about, far as 899, has to be the disappearance of Stussy and Morgan. Because once Mondora found out that Stussy and Morgan left the island, his panic level went from 120, in my opinion, to 365 because of the fact that he already knows, especially with Big News Morgan, that if Morgan gets free and relates to the rest of the world, like what's going on in the whole cake, the fact that Straw Hat and his allies is running amok, Big Mom's credibility is going to go down. It's going to take a shot. She's not only going to be disgraced, she's going to be ashamed. And the consequences might run even deeper than that. If you remember a couple minutes ago, I was talking about how the reason the citizens came to live in Totland because they wanted protection of Alayako. Imagine the whole chaos that would cause if Big News Morgan would get out the fact that, Straw Hat is just like kicking butt over there and just like causing all this conflict and drama in Big Mom's territory. The Celestial Dragons, the world government, they probably say, hey, this might be the time to go into Totland and finally take out Big Mom and probably take over that territory for ourselves and use that as a coup de grace to let the rest of the world know that the world government is for real. Might even boost up the Navy's power as well. Like the Navy might get a huge reputation boost if they did go to Totland and take out Big Mom while she's weakened and the rest of her crew. So that's a possibility, especially if Big News Morgan let that out as far as what's going on with the Straw Hats. As far as Stussy's probably going to contact CP0, and the CP0 probably call the Navy. So I wouldn't be surprised if a buster call might come down the pipeline where we hit Chapter 900. Imagine Straw Hats up there up against it. All of a sudden, next thing you know, a buster call. The whole bunch of bombs and ships from the Navy comes, try to take over Big Mom's territory, and the Straw Hats might use that to their advantage to finally escape from Whole Cake. So that's something I believe how this might play out, especially with Stussy and Morgan, because them two, they the ones that's the wild card. How would their actions and influence change the landscape as far as the end of the Whole Cake Island arc, and especially what's going on right now? So if y'all guys have an opinion, leave something in the comment section below. And sometime during the rest of this week, before Chapter 900 come out, I might do a Chapter 900 speculation as far as what I believe might happen when Chapter 900 drops in a couple of days. So be on the lookout for that, because that's something interesting, especially when it comes to Morgan and Stussy. That's something we definitely got to keep on lookout for as far as how they're going to play this story out. So that theory will probably definitely come out in the next couple of days when Chapter 900 drops. So be on the lookout, and for your opinions on how y'all think Stussy and Morgan going to play, roles going to play in this story, just leave something in the comment section below. All right, the last thing I want to talk about is the return of the Fishman Pirates. When all help was lost, when Big Mom crew had the Sunny and the rest of the Straw Hats blocked off in the front and the back, when they showed up with Watasumi popping up out the water, that was like really clutch, because besides that, I thought all hope was lost. I didn't have any idea how they was going to get out that situation, especially seeing that they had Daifuku attacking the ship and his powers was basically causing problems for them. And of course, he had Smoothie and her crew like right next to the ship on the side too. I thought all hope was lost, but that was clutch. And then let's talk about 900. All right, let's go ahead and start talking about this legendary chapter. 900 was like, to me, the best chapter of the world. I'll be read this chapter now like what, almost 10 times, and I'm still trying to piece everything together. So please bear with me while I'm trying to connect the dots as far as with this chapter. All right. So basically, we starts off with Big Mom finally eating the wedding cake, and when she eats it, she get this, what do I call it? Nice warm feeling inside of happiness of how great this cake tastes. And the one thing that automatically caught me off guard was the fact that while she's eating this cake, she remembers something about this cake, but she can't quite put her finger on it because she always keeps saying, "What is it? What is this taste? What is this feeling she has that's connected to the taste of the cake?" But she didn't quite pinpoint it until almost halfway past the chapter when she says, "Oh yeah, this reminds me of happiness during my birthday time when I was 6 years old, back when she was celebrating her birthday with the rest of the kids from the orphanage and Mother Kerma." And when that happened, it brought to me 2 points. I was thinking maybe one, that's the most obvious answer as far as what we got right now is the fact that maybe Sanji somehow, some way put some simla into the cake, and the taste of the simla re-triggered Big Mom's memories. Or two, the taste of the cake overall was just so amazing. It just brought back her feelings of happiness when she was sat down with the rest of for the orphans. And or part three could be a combination of both. The simla and how overall the cake was, because we got chiffon and pudding referencing the fact that it wasn't their skills alone that helped make the cake. It was just Sanji. That's how great of a cook he was. Even chiffon was like flashback into the point where Sanji was just grinning about Big Mom smiling about how amazing this cake was going to be. And when chiffon remembered that, I think she realized that how true a cook Sanji was. Even though his friends is about to get killed and everybody's about to take major damage if this cake's not done, Sanji just remained a true cook and just try to get the cake done. And to me, that's what stands out about Sanji the most. Most people like we want to see Sanji have more fights. I do too. I think the most of the whole One Piece community wants Sanji to have more fights. But Sanji is the most well balanced character of all the Straw Hats, if we really think about it. Sanji can do it all. He got intelligence, he can cook, and as far as the character's development we've seen so far, it's like he put himself before others. And that's the best character development at all. Because it's like he willing to sacrifice it all to make sure this person is safe. He made sure his family was safe, even though he hated them. And that is the interpretation I got after this arc for Sanji. It's just not the fights and the power that we want Sanji to have. It's the fact that we see all the growth Sanji has came from the fact that when he was a child and to now. But let me know what y'all think about what I just said about that. Do y'all agree? Do y'all disagree? Let me know in the comment section below. All right. Let's carry on and talk more about Big Mom. When Big Mom goes into her Disney song and dance theme, we see a couple interesting things. The first thing is when she opened up her mouth, we see that her mouth actually got like some type of pet cemetery type of thing in her mouth, which is kind of creepy. And even though I read this chapter many times, I still can't figure that out. Like, why is that in her mouth? Like, I don't know. Is it possible because of her powers and abilities, or is it part of imagination? So I'm still confused about that. So if any of y'all have any ideas what that could be, y'all can leave something in the comment section below. Only thing I can think that I think it might be a possible ability of hers with her abilities, because the fact that when we seen her in the manga back at Fisherman Island, when she was up there feeding for the candy, we see her open up her mouth and it's like her mouth was open. We see her when her saliva was dripping out, that when it hit the ground in her mouth, it turned to acid. So I'm thinking maybe that's like some type of a power ability thing. That's why I'm saying that for a reason. But like I said, I could be wrong, could be something else. So leave something in the comment section and we can discuss that. And further in the song and dance theme, we see that she finally remembers what that taste is for the cake. She calls it a taste of happiness from her birthday. So I'm thinking maybe this is going to trigger the full flashback, maybe a chapter 901 or in the future before the end of this arc, where we finally actually can find out the truth if Big Mom ate Mother Caramel and the rest of the kids or not. Second thing I think might happen, I think it's already possible that it's happening, that because now that she's in that stage where she's having a flashback in her mind of the kids at the birthday party, I'm thinking she probably go to a different state. Not like that berserker crazy state she went into because of her hunger pains. I think it's going to be a happiness berserker rage. Because I believe that when she ate the cake for her birthday party, she was so happy about how delicious the food was that she went into this crazy eat everything state where she accidentally ate the kids and Mother Caramel. That's a possibility I have. And I think now that she's remembering everything, having a good time with the singing and dancing, that she might go into the state again and might accidentally start eating everything. Meaning, rest of her crewmates, on her some of her brothers and sisters. So I'm thinking that's a possibility that we probably want to see a different type of berserker rage from Big Mom. So we might not. So let me know what y'all think about that in the comment section below. And I want to discuss two more topics before I get off this video, because this video is already like 22-minute long. So next topic I'm going to discuss is going to be about the Finn Smokes. Also in this chapter, we see that the Finn Smokes is in trouble because out the blue, Brule comes with some Germa-piercing bullets that can take out the Finn Smokes, and which is something I want to discuss real quick, because where did they get those bullets from? It seemed like it was just plot convenience for those bullets to magically appear out the blue. Because before that, when the Finn Smokes was kicking their ass like 2-3 chapters ago, nobody even referenced the fact that to bring the bullets that could help them take out the Finn Smokes. Now, in this chapter, the bullets just come out of nowhere, like Brule just found some out the blue. So that's kind of strange to me. So, and plus, nobody really referenced where they came from, besides the fact that Brule just magically had some. Did they have some in storage? Did Caesar make some for them before and just put them up? So I'm not sure. So anybody will leave something in the comment section below about that, just let me know. And also, too, when we see with the Finn Smokes getting the ass kicked, we see this mysterious character shaded out in the background with this heart pendant around his neck and a safe. So I'm just going to call it and speculate. Maybe if y'all remember, I forgot the name of these two characters back, I would say like no more than like 8-9 chapters ago during the Katakuni Luffy fight, where Nami had to break the windows and the mirrors so it could be just Luffy and Katakuni fighting one-on-one. If y'all remember that arc, remember that chapter. It was two characters there. They was both long leg and long arms. They were like brother and sister. I'm not sure their names though. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is I believe the character that the Finn Smokes is fighting is somehow, some way connected to them two. They like to merge. They probably merged together somehow. Maybe they had like a special devil fruit to let them merge together into one being. Because it's kind of strange, because the character we see in the background does look like a long leg and a long arm, like merged together. But let me know what y'all thinking that as well in the comment section below. And quickly, one more thing. As we see, like almost end of the chapter, that the Finn Smokes castle is getting destroyed and the soldiers are just falling into the water, we see Judge went up against Snack and another shaded out character in the background. So quickly, I'm just going to ask what y'all think is going to happen with it. Do y'all want to see Judge versus Snack? And to me, if Judge does fight Snack in this mysterious person, it's going to definitely give us a true gauge on how strong Judge really is. Because we can't really tell when Big Mom basically one-shot a Judge. except for the fact that we knew for certain that Judge wasn't on Yonko level. But with this fight with Snack, especially being a former commander, we can actually get more detail if they really flesh it out to see if Judge is on, how can I say it, Yonko associate level or subordinate level, or maybe even commander level. Especially if he does get in this fight and actually somehow, some way does beat Snack and this mysterious person. Which I highly doubt that's going to happen, but it's intriguing to see just as far as a power scale. We can actually see how strong is Judge and actually see how strong Snack really is. And then we could do some more educated guesses on why did he lose to Uruch. But all right, the last thing I want to discuss is the main thing that's going to lead into manga chapter 901 is what happened to the Sunny and what happened to the Straw Hats. And to be perfectly honest, I have no idea. I'm just going to go through some quick assumptions and speculation that I just seen by rereading the chapter over and over again. Quickly, when the mother chatter comes, that's Big Mom's ship comes and start firing cannonballs at the ships, we see that one ship that was in front of the Straw Hat ship did get attacked and destroyed. And later on at the end of the chapter, we see that while Big Mom's going through her whole song and dance theme in her head, the Queen Chatter continued to launch bombardments of cannonballs at the rest of the ships and at the Straw Hats. So basically, I'm trying to say it's possible that the Sunny didn't get destroyed, but it's also possible that it did. Because maybe it was a drawing mistake and maybe the Sunny did get hit with a couple of cannonballs. But also, I got a second opinion that maybe the reason we see the flag in the water at the end of the chapter is because they did a coup de burst to get out of there, and then the cannonball did technically hit the Sunny, and the mask fell in the water. So I can see two parts where I can say I can see the Sunny getting destroyed, and I can see that the Sunny took heavy damage, but still somehow, some way, managed to still be afloat. And two more things. I got a highly possibility as far as this crazy ass theory. This is probably like, on the top of my head, like 50-60%. I still got to do some research or probably reread the chapter again. That we're probably going to see a death of a Straw Hat. Who? The one that basically we all was waiting for to officially join the crew, Jinbei. I could see somehow, some way, Jinbei probably either at the end of this chapter when they re-show what happened in 901, what happened with the Sunny, or in exactly chapter 901 that basically Jinbei somehow, some way, sacrificed himself to let the Straw Hats escape. And the second one I believe that possibly could happen, which I highly doubt, is Sanji, because we haven't seen Sanji on the ship once the Queen Shatter showed up and started firing cannonballs. I mean, the first part after Change 14, we see Sanji. Before Pace 14, we see Sanji. But after 14, we haven't seen him. So that's why I'm saying Sanji is a second possibility to get injured or probably die. But like I said, that's just another educated guess for me. But let me know what's going to happen when 901 drops next week. And let me know what happened to the Straw Hats in that situation in y'all comment section below. And on that note, guys, I'm signing off. Man of Fury, want to say like, comment, subscribe to my channel if you like the content. And a man's dreams will never die.